Hello, welcome to another episode of the Giuseppe's podcast.
At the end of the podcast, I should record.
Oh, we're already recording.
Oh, nice. Okay.
um, this is my guest, Patmai. Wait muna, I have to explain what this show is. This show is me convincing friends to talk to me during 3 a.m. And yung guest natin ngayon is Pat May, the artist, uh, what's that? Adobe Residency Creative. I don't, madami kang titles eh. Also does
Okay.
like workshops for Comic Ed. Ano ba yung mga
Mother of Dragons.
Mother of Dragons,
Ano
Breaker
pa
of
yung
Chains. I don't know, man. She has so much titles. She also has the nails. Look at the nails, man. Look at that nails.
the nails? I did this for you, honey.
You don't
Oh
want to
my
do the
god.
Patrick meme. Okay, I got a good clip of that.
Yun na yung ano mo eh.
uh,
Yung, what do you call that? The
thumbnail.
game.
The thumbnail. Like,
Yeah. Sayang, I don't even have fake lashes on. Sorry.
man, that's okay. So, how are you? How's
I'm
life?
good. I'm good. How are you?
Well, it's actually I almost forgot that we were gonna do a podcast. Kasi
I'm
ano,
so excited. Oh my gosh.
no, I
Okay.
took a nap kasi. Normally I would like just kasi my sleep schedule is like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. because ano great night shift na daw ako. Pero kaninang mga 7 p.m. I was so bored that I was like I'm gonna take a nap. And then I had like the best nap ever. And then
Wow.
while dreaming I was like, wait, I have something to do. Wake up, and then I woke up. I was
Good
like,
job, Dream.
yeah. I'm conscious with my dreams eh kasi there's times na I like adventure in my dreams, so like I try to
Wow.
stay aware na
Dude, you're so lucky. I can't do that. As soon as I'm aware, I wake up.
ah
I'm like,
yeah,
wait, parang, wait, guys, I can do shit. Ah.
the worst thing is pag nightmare siya and I'm aware
Hello.
because I know like alam mo yung sa movie Inception, like yung
Mm-mm.
the way they wake themselves up is a drop.
Yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
that's like alam mo yung parang nadapa ka feeling.
yeah.
That's what you need para to wake up. And I would kung hindi ko siya nagagawa in the dream, the
Hello.
only way I could wake up is like to end myself. And being aware of that is like the most like scary bad thing ever.
Define end yourself, like kill yourself.
Yeah.
But,
Not
holy
like you have to find a way to die. Not like like not like self harm. Like it's still self harm, but you know you have to like uh, basta like with the whole movie thing
yeah.
wherein you have to find a way to escape. Because once I'm self-aware, I'm like, ah, shit, I know this is a dream. It's either I force myself to wake up or I have to go to that dark route, which is like sometimes bad. Because you wake up like,
The bad ending.
yeah, kasi the bad ending is like I wake up with like muscle pain and I'm like, ah, god damn it. It's not paralysis because I could still move. It's just that my body's so heavy. Kasi ano, like there's like some weird shock or whatever, I don't know. While if I force myself to wake up, like ano tawag doon? Parang your heart is beating so fast.
Oo.
That's like that's how I survive on nightmares.
Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
So far no,
Oh my
pero
gosh.
uh, th- there in this household, I hate it when they make jokes wherein I'm sleepwalking
Ah.
or like tell
Oh,
me that they kasi when I was young, I like have the one talking pero
ox lang. Yeah.
we barely meet, so gusto ko i-share yung mga ganitong kwento.
Walang.
This is no interview. This is Giuseppe's podcast. So it's all
Yeah.
about me. No joke.
Yeah, it's his show.
Ano ba yung sasabihin? Yeah, yung
In
when I,
you're sleepwalking daw
yeah,
sa yung fam mo.
yung when I was young kasi, there are times na I would sleepwalk and like my parents na lang would tell me I would either wake up at the middle of the night or uh early morning, and then my parents would be like, I know I would be like, why didn't you wake me up for dinner or something, and then they'd be like, you had dinner, you were there. And then I was like, what the, why can't I remember it?
Oh
And
my
then
gosh.
there are times na it does show, I would wake up nga at the table because this was when I was young, I had naps, afternoon or before dinner naps, and then they would wake me up for dinner. And then I think during high school I had it again when, because my parents have to leave for work early in the morning, and what they would do is wake me up early in the morning to like open the gate for the car to go out, and then I would open and close the gate. And there are times I would forget about those, and there are times like they would notice, like they could tell that I'm sleepwalking na kasi I would just do stuff lang, and then they don't get any response from me. Like
Joseph, kill the neighbor.
no, it's not like I obey orders. No, like I'm like so used to like parang may process na ako kung anong gagawin ko na I don't pay attention into anything. Like the whole opening and closing the gate. Like that's in my mind that I'm supposed to open and close the gate. If you say anything or magpapadala ka something sa akin, I will like ignore you kasi I'm like open gate, close gate. And it's
Oh my god.
weird kasi yung with my part naman, it's only like memory loss. While to my parents naman, they either see me like yung parang half awake type. Yung like my eyes were open. Hindi naman like sleepwalking like a zombie. Like I legit they could see me functioning like a drunk person, pero like they don't know I'm drunk. So like it's,
Oh wow.
yeah. It's
Shucks, that's nuts.
and there was one time I shared this to like friends. Uh there were some agreed with the whole sleepwalking thing. What they were amazed, or like when I tell this story, the first thing that they tell me na lang back that they're more amazed at is the I'm able to eat while sleepwalking.
Alwa.
Cause me naman, I'm like, oh nga no, I never thought of that as like uh a
A
weird
talent.
or a weird thing. Like sleepwalking is weird enough, pero like they're like, no man, the whole eating and your sleepwalking, that's like top 10 weird.
Top tier.
Cause like how are you able to like eat and be asleep at the same time? I'm like, I don't
Oh.
know, man. There are times na kasi my parents don't just like wake me up fully. They're like, oh, kain na. And then I'll just, kain lang. And then I would hear stories like of them telling me what happened. Because sometimes they don't notice it. But when they do, it's so funny. Because like, there are times like I only eat rice. There's are times that I tried like putting Maggi Sabor on the plate lang. And like, basta there are moments wherein I eat properly. There are moments like I just don't know what I'm like doing, like error.
Oh my gosh, hindi ko yun kaya, yung rice lang. My boyfriend's little brother eats like the rice by itself, then the
Yeah,
ulam. I find that so
separately.
odd. Like
Like what's that? There's a term for that. Eh.
like sort of OCD
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not
yeah,
quite.
yeah. Yeah, parang
Yeah.
ganun.
He's a bit like that nga. So it just I don't mind it. The thing is the taste is so different
Gone.
in
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like imagine just eating like just rice. I'm just like, huh.
Like there's
That's for
no sauce or whatever sa
mm-mm,
rice.
mm-mm. He
Plain
likes it
white rice
plain.
lang.
Yes.
He doesn't like the food touching as well, or
Uh, I can't remember, but I know he doesn't like it when there are like garnishings. Like, kunwari, if there's like, those little spring onions, he
yeah.
doesn't like that. Pinapatanggal niya or something. And,
Or
which is,
yung what's that thing called?
Yeah, sesame seeds, ganun.
barley ba?
Parsley.
Parsley. Yeah, I don't know what
Uh-uh.
it's called.
Jose doesn't like that.
I don't like fried rice also. Like, well, ano shout out to everybody. I just eat meat,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, so I'm not fond so much of fried rice unless it's like a meat type of fried rice. If it's fried rice like with chopped like meat, ham and like whatever, that's cool. But
Yeah.
if there's like if I find out there's yung mga green peas and
Yeah.
carrots, I'm like,
Yeah.
ew, that's
I
nasty.
don't mind that, but I would prefer it without the green peas. Like maybe
Actually,
carrot is
nobody
fine, but
really
like
likes the green pea. I don't know who actually
but I'm
enjoy.
reversed with like ding dong. I love the green peas. You know like the ding dong thing.
That's what
I
she
love
said.
that.
I like how I cut to zooming into your face, and then yeah, like the best reaction for that. That's okay. That's top tier editing, my dudes.
Right here, right now, only
Yeah,
on
Giuseppe's
Joseph's
podcast.
podcast.
But yeah,
Speaking of like, that's what she said jokes. Dude, my cousin's so like funny with that. Kasi sobrang, I'm the type of person also to like make those kinds of jokes. But then I try to hold myself back because I'm a lady.
they're trying to be
And like,
classy.
yeah, I'm trying to be classy. And then like, cause my sister, when I do jokes like that, she'd be like, huh, ano ba yun, tama na yan? Or something. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay, I've gone too far. I'm not doing that anymore. Parang ganun. But then, when I do it with my, when I do those jokes with my cousin, sobrang he takes it even further. And I'm just like, oh my god, his name's Barry. Oh my god, Barry, stop.
Shout out to Barry.
Shout out to Barry. Oh my god, you should meet him. You'd love him. He's so funny. I'd be like, I'm like, Barry, stop, please. This is a bit uncomfortable. We are
The people
recording.
people can hear us, man.
And then sa like Facebook Messenger lang.
uh,
Yung parang when we were talking about the iPads, tapos parang, di ba, I sold my old one to
yeah.
upgrade. And then he was like, imagine, you're paying an extra 15K for an extra inch. And I was like, I know,
That's
because size matters. Sabi niya, all size matters. And I'm like,
that's cool. I actually with my friend group sa mga conventions, we normally we don't naman make OA over the top bad jokes, pero
mm,
we do type of yung mga ganun na jokes kung saan we really find it like stupidly funny. So we would
yeah,
just really do it and keep doing it, and then like
uh-uh.
nice.
Nice.
Kasi like the one that you just said a while ago, like the
Medyo
hashtag.
mali na ba?
No, that's decent. Yung mga decent jokes na
Ah,
we would make, and there are times nga na whenever I invite like sino ba, random people to like
mm,
eat with me and my friends after the convention. They would hear like one of my friends making bad jokes and always puns, and then like her jokes. Oh, we're like a group kasi of mga comic artists na mahilig sa gumawa ng jokes, and
yeah,
parang that's how it is.
yeah.
So I'm used to the mga ganon, and it's better company than like puro drama lang.
Oh my god, oo. Like, I don't, hmm.
It
Recently
depends.
lang parang I had a friend who was in a drama na parang, um, why they do this? She is in a drama. This is like I'm making it light. But like someone apparently was like hating on a convention, on her convention, because they found out that this specific person was in it. Yung parang she hated the convention because of a person rather. I mean, nag-review siya. Nag-review daw siya about the convention. Pangit ng convention. Pero hindi pa nangyayari yung convention.
Ano ba yung
Pero,
yung kay Pacquiao or something else?
no, 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 no. May convention si Pacquiao.
No, there's a convention, yung Comic Con, shout out. Kasi wala na siya eh. Comic Con Asia. Yeah.
Asia, yeah.
That was
I know
the,
that, dude.
then yung shit
Did you go?
tier. Yeah, I
Did
went.
you go?
Hindi pumunta si
Cute.
Pacquiao, hindi pumunta si Manny Pacquiao. His name was just attached to it, and like overly attached. Kasi when you go into the convention, you'd see like a booth or like let's call it a shrine for Pacquiao.
That's not right. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's why they mention it. I think they mentioned also because I went because Zig Kuratake got me for like a live drawing session. That's the only reason
Doon
why
sa
I would
Comic
ever go.
Con Asia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I
That's
think I saw you there. Eh. Yeah.
okay, I was there. And then
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I went. Pero like if I did like I got in for like really quickly, I got in for free. So otherwise I was like, it's alright. Yeah, sure, why not?
I got in because they were giving out free tickets.
Huh?
Like I got mine like I don't know, what do we call this? But there are people who would give who were like it was before the event eh. They were like already giving out free tickets. And then I was like, oh, okay. My cousin got it eh. I forgot
Nice.
like yeah, and then he gave it to me and then I was like, sige. Pero at the same time I also got free tickets from another group of friends and then I'm like, oh, okay, they're
Oh my
giving
god. Ang daming
and
sponsor.
no, they were just giving out so much free tickets. Even at the when I went to the convention, ano yung entrance ng SMX,
They were
yung
giving
lobby,
tickets.
yung lobby,
Uh-uh.
there was a guy out there, mga three to different types of guys.
Mm-mm.
Uh, all spread out hindi lang sa isang place. Like asking, do you have a ticket? Do you have a ticket? Because here you can have this ticket for free, and then I was like giving out yung mga tickets, and then
Grabe.
there are even cosplayers who are like asking if they could get in for free or asking like you buy them a ticket or basta nakatambay lang sila kasi
Uh-uh.
last time na yung parang
Oo. They were
OA
outside. Oo.
OA expensive din yung ticket. It's like 800.
Oo.
800 yung ticket nila. And then Comic Con ano nga Asia Pop is like what 650 sa kanila 800
Oo.
and when you go inside there's nothing to do
Oh my
like
god, bro. Yeah. Oh my god.
like,
Tapos yung artist alley nila, sobrang layo. Sobrang secluded, dude. I
yeah,
just
it's
was
it's it's
drowned.
so it's so small then. Yung parang boot
Mm-mm.
nila is like
For one person.
1 meter like alam mo yung size ng Asia Pop, half that, man. So it's more terrible. Yeah, such a terrible convention. And
Mm.
the worst thing, the sad thing though, the good thing pala that happened is that dahil there's nothing at the convention hall that
Mm.
the people who do go there at yung may pera, kasi may pera sila, they're able to spend for that 800 eh. And since
Mm.
wala silang magawa, they either just bought na lang stuff from the artist alley. Or because my friends, parang balita sa akin, majority of my friends managed to make back what they spent there, which
Uh-huh.
is also considerably high kasi mataas din yung rates ng Comic Con Asia. Eh. It's like,
Grabe.
yeah.
At
But
least,
yeah, they made like to me according to them like they made more there than Asia Pop, and
Ay,
it's
wow.
because at Asia Pop there's so much to do eh, and there's more artists.
Actually,
So like,
actually.
yeah, but that was a terrible convention.
I bet. Oo. If it wasn't for getting in free, I didn't think it was so bad because my experience was all right.
Oh,
But then,
nagde-demo ka lang eh. You're
oo,
busy doing
tapos,
demos.
and then afterwards, kain lang. Ganun.
Buti
Tapos,
nobody shamed you for being there. Wala
bakit
naman.
they would shame people? Parang no naman. I don't know.
I feel like there was like a group of people who were like shaming people for being there.
Who would? And I didn't know that there were a group of people shaming people for going. Because that's such a weird way. That's just such a weird thing to shame people for. Parang, you're going to a place? Meh.
No, it's like it's kind of like how cancel culture is. Like,
Uh-huh.
you're going to that place. Do you know who's supporting that place? So parang ganon.
Oo. Like,
Kasi
parang, I'm actually like, I'm so confused about cancel culture because on one end, it can be good and because you're calling out, kunwari like, yung mga
terrible
recently trending,
practices. Yeah.
yeah, terrible practices and, kunwari terrible people, like, apparently, like, recently, kilala mo si Noah Bradley?
No.
Have you heard about that? It was a,
Spill the
he's
tea,
a,
sis.
Yeah. He's like a digital artist na parang
Ooh.
recently it was no made known to the world na parang he was a predator pala, parang ganun. And then so
Grooming or
oh, like I think so also. Parang ganon. Like parang he was also like he would hit on girls parang ganon in exchange for something. Parang ganon.
okay.
And so after a while like parang calling that out, that those things na parang to make sure that everyone knows na okay, this is a shitty person and everyone else don't do that. Ganon.
Yeah, yeah.
But then on the other end of like cancel culture, it's like it does become too much na parang I heard from someone about people trying to cancel
You're getting
what's his
choppy,
name?
man.
Oh sorry. What was the
Okay,
last thing
good.
you heard me say?
Trying to cancel
Tried to cancel the guy who voiced Zuko, Dante. What's his
Busco.
name? Yeah, someone people tried to cancel him because he ships Zutara, diba? And then they were like, "Ew, you ship children? You're a pedophile." And I'm like, "Whoa, bro, that's
It's
such a reach.
speaking of
Was it peaceful to
something
reach that far?"
similar is the yung anime, yung that big titty anime girl.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Because
Yung
there's
parang
like West. I was kind of triggered by that, by the wrong things though. Because like these Western artists, for context, the viewers, there's this Western artist that like redrew the design of like this anime girl, because this anime girl was like 5'3" or something, supposedly
mm,
20, or college, or a
mm,
college girl, and had like big ass titties for being
uh-huh.
super petite while being petite
Mm-mm.
as fuck. And then like this Western creator like made the breast like medium size, made her a
Uh-huh.
bit, gave her a bit of weight, and like basically drew her in a style na for Western artists.
Mm-mm.
And then she was like calling the original design like gross, or but so she was like shitting. Yeah, I think gross was the
Uh-uh.
one there. Called it
Really?
gross, and like she fixed the design.
I mean, if you wanna make your own take on it, fine. But to say that it's gross, I think
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's weird, especially for an artist na um if if you have an OC, but you love that thing and
Yeah.
give your life to it.
Yeah,
But
you burst it, honey.
yeah, you birthed it, and then you, especially like for someone, trying to make your OC into something popular, like through comics, manga, anime, TV show, whatever brand, or this OC trying to make it into something big, to get someone to like just shit on it just because they didn't like the design
Oh my
is
god.
so stupid as hell.
Oh, that's like oh my god. And it's so annoying to like parang everyone else trying to redraw it and it's like it
Yeah,
just gets kinda worse.
yeah, and
I forgot they
it's funny kasi they were all, it's like when we're talking, going back to the whole cancel culture, they're trying to cancel
the
uh
anime.
like not even the anime, like the design, because like the every if liking yung parang like the problem with the Western artist was like they're trying to make the girl way too young and sexualized, over sexualized, like a young girl. And they were like calling everybody who liked that, she was calling everybody who liked or support that pedophiles, because she believed that was like lolly appropriation or whatever, I don't know. But
I'm
like
dying. Oh my god.
you're trying to appreciate lolly art, ew, pedophile, yung parang ganon.
Oh my
She,
god.
yeah, it's weird because she ended up like calling everybody who liked the design
A
pedophiles, which was like so
pedophile, oh my
stupid.
god.
And then there were like a
That's
lot of Japanese creators saying that that's how Asian people look like talaga. Like not that the whole the big titties, but the whole they look young as fuck for
yeah,
their
it's true.
age.
Like in my case, people think I'm still a fresh graduate, which is annoying as fuck.
Weh. There you
Like
go.
I know, and I'm like almost that's what, like okay, real talk. That's like one of my biggest frustrations. Lalo pa, like I have a high pitched voice, so people think like I'm so young or something, and it business actually it annoys me so sobrang when people are like, "Oh, you're so young," and I'm like, "I'm almost 30. Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, and you respect me." Because
I'm your
I'm like,
ate.
I'm I'm your auntie. You shut the fuck up, bro. Cause like legit, like people like they always do like, "Oh, you're so young." Like they have that tone. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like they have that condescending
Like
tone. And
yeah. Like they look
and I
down on
hate that.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. And I'm like, I'm almost 30. You stop. As soon as I hit 30, I'm gonna bring her. I'm the only woman who probably doesn't lie about her age. And she still gets like, "You look so young." And I'm like, "Not. You shut the fuck up."
I feel like yung quarantine made plenty of women with that type of problem angry. Kasi
Oh my
I would see like plenty of cases. Like recently sa Twitter ko lang, may nagreklamo na, I forgot to bring my ID. The place wouldn't sell me alcohol. And she's like 24. And I'm like, damn, bro.
oh my god.
And then there are like other cases similar to that where they're like they're very old na and yet di pa sila actually yung mga breadwinner women, yung mga single moms who are like breadwinners and have to like do
Mm-mm.
the shopping.
Mm-mm.
They're like I saw like some complaints na uh they weren't able to do the shopping kasi hindi sila pinapayagan ng guard kasi akala is a high school person lang to na di pwede pumasok sa mall.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Uh,
Stress ako.
this is Asian problems, yo. Asian problems for real.
Dude, sobra. Actually, like, when I cut my hair, people who saw me,
Yeah,
they said na I look like, hindi man lang freshman college lang. Like, without the makeup, lalo pa, dude. Like, that's why I draw on, like, the makeup, like, really, like, I try to make
mature,
myself look, like,
mature.
really mature. Mature. And then, like, that's why I draw it like this, so that, I look older, but without this boy, I look like a child. So with my face actually like really really round. Like I look like the moon. So I look even like more like a child. So I hate it.
Yeah,
I don't want. Please just
but so
just
yeah, the going back, yun
yeah.
mga
Ang
Westerners.
layo.
Okay, no, I mean
Just
I get that do happen sometimes here. We keep talking lang, no, we forget
that
na the point.
tangent. I
Yeah,
love it.
but yeah, yung cancel culture.
Uh-uh. But yeah, yeah, Westerners. It's a real thing, and it's really annoying. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's annoying then because like from their culture also na parang they're always about body positivity, and like aren't they not aware that there are women who are actually small and petite and have big boobs also. Like
Ar-
why do you have to equate small women to children kaagad? That's actually Ariana Grande's problem also. Na porket
the the
no.
artist that who made that redesign thing, she
Mm.
was defending, actually she was trying to avoid apologizing by saying na yeah, kasi this is like a typical Western thing. Like you don't want to accept apology. You don't want to
Oo.
apologize for anything. You gotta
Oh
like
my god.
pretend to be the victim. Yung sa kanya was like, she was saying na yung ayaw niya mag-apologize, she would just say that she is also a big titty small girl too. So she understands now the burden of like big titty petite women, which is like
How petite is she?
I don't know, I didn't bother checking it out, but
I forgot.
that was her and like yung parang deflecting towards the problem, which is her uh being low key racist.
Oh my god. Sarap mag-comment na parang, girl, not everyone's ugly also. Bitch.
But yeah,
Really,
it's
it's problematic. That's I was thinking about that then earlier na parang by all means okay sana yung um hindi naman okay but like when people say social justice warriors nowadays, it has a negative connotation to it because
yeah, it's
despite
always
the
the extreme,
progressive
eh.
because like despite the progressive things that some people are presenting and bringing into light, it gets so twisted, so like
I feel
very
like it's
wrongly
the
because
same.
like the
It's like this podcast. They say one thing, we say one thing, and then we go off on a tangent. So that's
oh my god.
basically But the
Oh,
prob
man.
that's one thing I find problematic with Twitter, specifically Twitter. Facebook,
Oh my
you have like enough
no,
words
bro.
to like you have enough words to say your point, so you better say it properly.
Uh-uh. In
Well,
Twitter, parang, oh, my thread. And
yeah, and
it's
then they
like,
would just read the
dude,
first one lang.
uh and take it out of context.
Yeah,
But like in Twitter, I think I don't know why, but I'm mildly okay with Twitter rather than Tumblr.
man,
2014, 2015.
man,
That was
nobody talks
that's
about.
beginning
That's the dark side.
as a dark side. Dude, that place was nuts. Now it's ano eh. They say that Twitter's the new Tumblr now because
Yeah, kasi
hackers
everybody from Tumblr will shifted to
moved to
Twitter.
actually like and also like aside from that, yung app mismo ang bagal ng mag-load just like the one in Tumblr. Kaya I'm like, oh, talagang the new Tumblr na talaga si Twitter.
what
Like
I
nothing loads.
what I didn't like with Tumblr was the parang you can tell na this content is for Tumblr. I don't know why, but there's like so much content that's
Yeah.
geared specifically to like a certain agenda, and
Go.
it's weirdly disturbing. Parang ano, let's say
Yung parang,
the Deviant Art. Have you
uh,
checked out Deviant Art?
I mean before, I don't know about
No,
now.
now have you?
I
The
haven't.
joke with Deviant Art is that no offense, they say it's furry. No, like not furry. Let's remove that. They're good furries. They say Deviant Art is full of fetishes.
Like that when they enlarge women to the point of over obesity. That one, enlargement, that one.
I guess, but they're like yung parang there's like a side to Deviant Art wherein like there are artists that make like smelling fart art
Dude, yeah, I think that's a thing.
and
Like there
like
was a time
diaper
when I was still
diaper
using
art, mga ganun.
oh my god. There was a time when I was still using like DeviantArt. Like there was a trend where they would over enlarge women. Like they turned like they really like make them super fat
Giant
to like no,
or
yeah, like giant fat women like parang super there's the super enlarged overweight na parang they fill up the whole room.
yeah, and then
You know that, right?
they have to show yung ang tawag doon uh
Yung the rolls.
yeah, the roles, like they have to
Yeah.
really emphasize those,
Yeah.
and then
That's
they're like
something.
either sitting on like a chair and then like make the
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah. And that's something I always associate with deviant art. Na
Yeah,
parang
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the role
yeah.
thing.
But yeah, it's basically ganun yung sa with Tumblr. Like DeviantArt, if you like try browsing, it's like, oh my
Uh-uh.
god, this is disgusting. What has happened? And Tumblr, it's kind of like that, pero weirdly more on text-based dumb stuff.
Mm. Yeah, I get you. It was when it was good, it was good, but when it was bad, it was like really bad. When in Tumblr, I don't know about how it is now,
I think,
because I haven't logged in since
di ba they
forever.
made it, like they removed not safe for work stuff,
Yeah,
and the whole tagging part, like the hashtags,
they
it's
removed that.
no, it's weird na. Parang I don't know. I find Tumblr like it lost na its ever since binili ng Yahoo. Yahoo yun, di ba? I don't know. So forgot, but
Yeah,
some
Yahoo bought it. Yahoo
yeah.
bought it.
Well, it became weird na like the algorithm sucks na bigla.
Uh-uh.
Remember like people getting famous. The term Tumblr famous.
Yeah, Tumblr famous. That was the goal in college. Famous.
Have you anong highest na you use Tumblr, di ba?
Bro, I'm never famous, so I don't.
Really? You didn't get
Yeah,
like a 10,000 like 10k retweets, reblogs sa Tumblr, mga ganon.
like very rarely, like hindi naman of 10,000. Like I think the highest was like maybe three, but then like compared to like the 100,000, and I'm just like, whoa.
So
No.
Tumblr so Tumblr, not
Yeah,
Twitter.
Tumblr.
Kasi
Twitter,
Tumblr,
wala, dude. I am like nobody on Twitter. That's why I say so much shit on Twitter.
yeah,
Fuck you. Fuck you and
yung
fuck
yung yung
you.
yung yung Tumblr famous kasi it's like it's more parang may more sense of virality than
Yeah.
Twitter kasi sa Tumblr like oh my god you just and it's the terrible thing with Tumblr is yung you can get famous through a reblog
Uh-uh.
kasi like reblog diba there's like a reblog tas yung comment na sa reblog and you get famous because of your comment lang sa reblog it's like what
Uh-uh.
it's mind blowing.
Wait, in Twitter or in
Ay, Tumblr,
Tumblr?
Tumblr, Tumblr,
Ah,
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Yeah. Like, yun nga yung 100K, bigla kang, uh, sikat. And then, everybody would like, get so much followers. And they would,
Oo.
pero that, yung Tumblr fame, is like, you didn't get anything naman talaga from that eh. Unlike Twitter.
Oo. I think it was just like such a name, like such a namesake lang.
Yeah.
Like again in college, like I'm Tumblr famous, or like, oh she's Tumblr famous. Parang
Oh my
oh
god, I
wow.
make GIFs on Tumblr.
The next is on Tumblr, and it's about me. Good job.
Share, ano lang, repost GIFs on Tumblr.
Yeah, I'm a sort of influencer now.
Pero
Kainis.
Tumblr content was like more terrible than Twitter right now. Eh. Like there, it's like Instagram, not Twitter. I guess
Dude,
that's the basic.
Instagram got so shit now, dude. Before I would get comments on the Twitter. No, like there would be engagement. Now
Yeah,
there's none.
yeah, 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 yeah.
No one talks. I'm
Ah,
like, bro,
bruh, bruh.
bro.
The moment Facebook bought it, I know the moment Facebook started like giving you options to boost your posts on
Oh,
Instagram, it became like bullshit na.
dude, legit. Because like even in the thing I'm working at like social media MA. They said na Facebook is not like doing much for organic
Yeah,
viewing na.
it's
Talagang they're
terrible.
forcing you for
Boost.
to pay for
Yeah.
stuff to boost, and then that's part of the budget in the social media. And I'm like, it'd be so much better.
Yeah, and I can say this because I live stream over on Facebook and
Mm-mm.
uh my streams as much as possible are organic because I don't pay. I don't like to pay.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was a time dati when yung regular post ko I would like pay an ad to like boost it. I think it's like 50 pesos and
Mm.
you would get like and back then I would just average like 300 to 400 people reached. With the boost, it goes like to 5 and it's so stupid kasi there's barely any interactions dahil it's boosted. Like people see it. They don't they would like it. Pero wala
Mm.
magko-comment. So it's like stupid rin. Yeah, and with Instagram, parang, lalo na, I use Instagram sa desktop. Kasi, yung desktop ko has ad blockers and it
Uh-huh.
removes yung, di ba ang daming ads sa, ang daming ads sa Instagram that you can't tell a real ad with like a boosted ad kasi there are like artists who also boost their art.
It's a sponsored.
Yeah, and then you're like surprised na, I don't follow this person and you find that that's promoted.
Oo. Even on like Twitter, parang makikita ko na parang, what evangelical bullshit. I'm like, I never, sponsored.
Yeah, yung Twitter, if you keep like hiding it or like saying I don't like this ad, they would like give you, let's say, I think a good week or two of no ads, and then they will just surprise you again with an ad.
Okay na ba? Okay na ba? Ito ulit. Okay na.
ayaw mo. Okay, sige, sige,
I want,
balik.
sorry.
2 weeks na po, baka gusto nyo na po ng ad. Ayaw, sige. Understandable, have a good day.
This is how we make money po. Sige, ayaw nyo. Okay lang. Sige.
Yeah, and with Instagram, parang wala na eh. Dati yung joke na you just have to put a hashtag on Instagram and your post would do well. Doesn't work na rin.
Dude,
The,
oo. yeah, I put because they change the algorithm so often. I don't know what the algorithm is like now,
Yeah.
but kahit even if you put up to 30 hashtags, parang it's like nothing good. Like
Yeah.
what do you guys think? They don't tell me what they think, and I'm like, or like you know what's even more annoying? Like the people who are like going through your feed or your stories,
Yeah.
so that you would check out their content. Because
Yeah.
I would ask, I would ask my followers na parang, guys, what do you think if I do this? Tapos, yung
Uh,
iba, parang you have to send a message. Or parang, ask me questions. Tas yung iba magko-comment, hi, Patmai. Yung sa stories. And I'm just
ah.
like, alam mo yung ganun, I'm just like, please, stop. Or like, they would answer me, tapos, they would answer the question, tapos it's in Russian. And I'm just like, what in the heck? Tapos when you translate it, yun pala is, do you want more followers? And I'm like, bro, stop, please. In the name of love, before you break my heart. I'm just like,
yung ano, what, I forgot what I was about to say. So there are times kung saan, I know, yeah. I was trying to bring back like a comic series. It's called Bad Puns, and
uh-huh.
um, since it's a web comic series, I would post it online. I appreciate when people say that it's funny, they like it, but yung yung mga ginagawa, like I think it was like when the quarantine happened. I tried bringing back the series, and so like I would always ask for topics or suggestions for the next one. Like give me a topic so I could try to think of a pun uh for the next comic, and
Yeah, I remember that.
I could shout you out for that. And then uh what happened was I would get zero engagements, but I would get likes pa rin. So it's like, oh my god, this shit's stupid.
Uh-uh. I feel like people also like they don't wanna engage. Then they just
Yeah.
be like scroll
We're so
like.
used to it na siguro. Like,
Oo. Cause like even with like Facebook, sometimes I don't even want to reply anymore. I'll just be like on posts, I'll just be
yeah.
like, ha, share some meme. Ha, look, share some meme. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
Like,
Ha,
like,
share
like,
some meme.
you know, and I'm
Oo.
like a person
Tapos,
who like keeps liking stuff naman. So, up to the,
diba? Baka it's a thing now because of the quarantine. Like,
I feel like it's also like, you get, you like, I mean, back then, kasi it's kind of rare. Like, having the chance to engage someone online. But now,
mm-mm,
since you can engage, like you have like so much time and energy to engage, like rather not na lang.
mm-mm,
You have to absorb as much content instead.
mm-mm,
Parang
grabe.
it's more on absorbing content versus actual engagement. Parang ganun. I don't know. It's
Mm-mm,
because like it's like, cause yung sa I feel that way dahil sa mga live streams ko. Like,
mm-mm,
I live stream on Facebook. And
mm-mm,
one comparing Facebook with Twitch, the best thing with Facebook is that I always get views compared to Twitch. But at the same time, what I get on Facebook is little to zero engagement. Kasi everybody's watching on their phone, or scrolling lang, napapadaan lang nila yung stream ko. And then after like 5-10 seconds, they'll get tired of it and then like move on.
uh,
So like that's like how much we absorb. Like I feel like that's how much we absorb content that we don't really have much time to like appreciate it anymore.
mm-mm. True, 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 true.
Yeah.
So true.
It's the world has fucked us.
Oo. Tapos lalo pa like, because they're monetizing it na, and it's so
Yeah.
hard to get engagement na, and that's their basis for like, if it has good engagement, they'll show it some more. And what if it doesn't have good engagement? Parang,
Yeah.
ala, it's screwed.
I,
What can you do?
I remember saan ba yun? The artist right now, like parang habol. I find it funny nga like artists right now how after getting like they want to get that exposure getting like a lot of followers, yung mga ganun na stuff. And then
Yeah, like they'll buy followers ba?
they don't buy like yung
Ah,
promoting like yung sa Instagram, like if you promote your page, like your post, sometimes it would get you like a lot of followers na rin kasi
oo.
they would like check out your shit like that.
Mm.
Pero even if you do those stuff, you don't get engagement. So like
Yeah.
it's stupid.
You know what got engagement a lot? Like from what I noticed. I
Wow.
don't know if you saw it on Facebook, but there was this Facebook ad, something about face mask. I didn't care for the face mask, but it said, "Please don't ask HM. Just visit our website." And then of course, like being the Snoopy girl that I am, I check the comments. How much they're in HM. And I'm like, well, that's why I'm proud of you, human beings, human race. Yung parang
Dude,
tipong they would put the price and then like they would ask how much po. I just put it there po. Parang, yung mga, it's so hard to be an online seller because okay, diba I tried to resell my previous iPad.
yeah.
And then all these people come to me. They ask me so many questions, and then they're like, "This is one guy who's like asking, how is the battery life? Are there any scratches?" And then the thing I put there, I just used it for 1 month. It's practically brand new. What do you not get about that or something? And then and then okay, let's for I give him like the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I tell him no scratches. And then how's the battery life? I'm like, I just as in literally I just told him, I just told you that it's brand new. Why so many questions? And I'm like, bro, why didn't you read?
Yeah,
And then
yeah, exactly.
and I'm going yun, I'm selling iPad na 2020. What's the model year? And I'm like,
Oh my
what's
god.
on the post? I can't. Kaya yung mga ibang like not resellers, online sellers, they put on their Facebook post, please magbasa bago mag-comment. Tapos mamaya may mag-comment na parang, um, how much is this? Is this new? And then I'm like,
But
the
the thing with
price.
the like with the internet is if you put those type of disclaimers, there will be people who will troll you for that shit.
Oh, siguro, oo.
And the thing
Like,
is, you can't now actually tell the difference between the troll and like the people actually inquiring.
that's so true.
Kasi
Oh man, I forget that there are trolls.
kasi it's legit ano, people are dumb.
Oo. Dude, oo. Are you trolling me? No, I'm serious.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Tapos
Yung
na-stress ako na
yung there's alam mo yung leave a dot meme, like the
yeah, oo, I did.
I made one I made one about dried mangoes. Like leave a dot and
Oh, I
yeah, you
answered that. I
commented.
remember.
And
Oo.
the joke was me commenting like my link of my
Same,
shop, 'di ba?
same.
Uh
Yeah.
there was this one comment that I got from a specific dried mango that I posted image asking me how much po? Meron po ba kayong stock? And then I was like, oh my god, this person didn't read the post. Na it's leave one dot
Oh
and
my God.
actually
Nakakaloka.
legit assumed that I was a seller. I was like, oh my god, this is stupid.
What did you
Why?
reply?
Di
What
na
did
ako
you reply?
I don't reply na sa mga ganun kasi alam ko, ay gago to ah. Ayoko
What?
mag-entertain ng ganun kasi I know na it's either I would get mad lang or
Bro, yeah, save your
yeah,
energy. They ain't
yeah,
worth it.
yeah,
Or
like
even if they were serious, honey, it's still not worth it.
yeah. It's
Sobrang, oh my God.
so many some people online, man.
Oh, dude, like the older you get, you realize that people are stupider than we thought.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like parang like the whole like you know what really baffles me, the anti-maskers sa that
So
way. I'm just
US.
like, oh, and I'm like, okay, let's pretend it's not true. Why aren't you considerate enough for other people? Were you not brought up well? Na parang, yung mga comments nila like, oh, you're like sheep. Oh, you're like,
Your
you're like sheep
sheep.
following the crowd.
Sheeple,
You're
wake
sheeple.
up.
Oo, and I'm like,
That's all Bill Gates plans. to brainwash us. it's it's
Bro, please.
there's a time I think when the pandemic I think April, let's say April or May. I don't know, May. Let's go with May. Medyo yan yung ano eh, we're still in quarantine. Everything is still full stressed out mode, but everybody was indoors. And it
Yeah.
came to the point na since we were so long in indoors, there are people who started doubting what was going on. Like they were saying, fake news naman yung mga COVID patients na yan. Pumunta ako sa hospital, wala na bang tao? Yung mga ganun na dumb shit na, yeah, they're not gonna be at the lobby, man. They're gonna be inside the hospital.
They expected them to be in the
Yeah,
lobby.
or yung sa,
Guys, I have
or,
COVID, guys.
guys, walang laman naman yung ER nila eh. Wala naman tao sa may lobby. Wala naman mahahabang pila. Fake news yan. Like,
Oh
no.
my
They're
god.
inside being treated. And why are you outside? Fuck, man. Go away.
Oh
Don't
my
visit
god.
hospitals, man. For nothing. And then,
Oh my god.
it's,
Oh, you
ano,
know what else was really annoying about like COVID? I remember like my cousin and I were talking about it. Na parang there was this weird wives' tale na they call it suob. You know suob, right? The
mm,
one where you inhale heated salt and you put yourself in a blanket. You know that? And like, I
oh,
didn't know that. And that's apparently a thing. Na
what?
parang you would yeah, and then you would put boiling water with salt in it, and then you just like that, like some kind of weird stuff. And then like
Parang
oh,
torture strategy yan eh. Yung
actually,
yung, ano, waterboarding.
oo. And then actually, speaking of nabanat,
Kaya
diba?
nga eh.
Oh, anyways, and then like, so there's that thing. It was going around as people were like, this helped me battle COVID, or this would help me battle. And I'm just like, guys, number one, it's an old wives' tale. Number two, COVID's a new thing. That's not gonna super help. And people are like, this is gonna help us, guys. And I'm just like, ah. Tapos parang, my cousin and I were talking about it, and apparently there's a specific governor in Cebu
Yeah.
na who made a suob
Comment.
kit.
Ah, okay.
He
Wow.
made a he made a suob kit. Tapos yung budget niya is like 2 million. Per suob kit, okay, per suob kit, cost daw 2,500 pesos. The suob kit is salt, a monoblock chair, a towel, a balde for you to put the boiling water, and a boiling kettle. Boiling kettle would have been like 300. Okay, monoblock, maybe 100. The bucket, maybe 50. Towel, maybe 50. Bro, it's not gonna reach more than 500 pesos. And they're saying na it's 2,500 yung budget nila per kit ha. And every time someone says, I feel better from COVID, I've recovered. Anuhin nila, the governor will try to tie it into, see guys, the suob kit work. And I'm like, guys, you can see talaga who really used their coconuts in this in this pandemic. Bro, I'm just like,
Yeah, it's sobrang dangerous. Alam mo yung ano, I remember there's this podcaster.
uh-uh.
Uh, I got I stopped following him the moment na he started talking about COVID, and the way he talked about it was like, well, yung mga ano, the weird theories around COVID, he was like bringing them up as facts, and then he as like, I doubt that he even read those articles that he kept talking about. Pero there's a part where he said na he like you never know if you had COVID already, and baka you fought it and you recovered na from it without even knowing. So yung parang like yung sinasabi niya was like everybody got COVID na, and like baka your body fought it already and you never knew, and that makes you immune. So that's parang yung part of that logic thinking is dangerous for me, especially if you're like saying it on a podcast and you're like promoting na you shouldn't,
Oo.
if you have good body resistance, you shouldn't be worried about COVID kasi baka you defeated it na. Yung that type of mindset is like very dangerous because you're like telling people to go into the wild without being cautious, and like
Oo.
that's bad.
Oo, true. Tapos, even if you're resistant to it, again, yes, it's asymptomatic. What if you bring it home to you
Yeah, yeah,
guys?
yeah. Yun din. It's so dumb kasi I think this podcaster was talking to this female wrestler, and
Mm-mm.
the female wrestler was saying na cancel yung mga events because of the COVID, and then but they still try to work out, and then this guy podcaster was like saying na baka you defeated na the virus, you never know, I read that, there are cases, and then
Bro,
it's those type of weird assumptions that make you really like, bruh,
mm-mm.
why are you doing
Bro,
this, man? Are you doing it for the
bro.
content or what?
Because this is not the right way to go,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Stop.
And even if it's like, oh, this person doesn't have that much influence, it's like it's still weird that you're putting it out there. And then like the weird thing is like I think yung guest kind of felt like tawag doon, parang di siya makapaghindi. Kasi ano this guest is the host is saying na I beated COVID, or like, this guy's bringing up facts. Maybe he knows what he's saying. I gotta be like, yeah, oo nga eh. Like,
Oo, like, why would you... I think also, like, she didn't want to be rude then
yeah,
siguro.
yeah,
And,
yun nga. It's
oh
so
my
it's so
God, it's
painful,
their
mga ganon.
fault.
Like, why?
Pero dude, like, can I also just share? Like, I think
Sure,
there was
sure
a
lang.
time this year na
Uh,
I'm like assuming maybe I got it also because I'm prone to pneumonia actually. I have like bad lungs. I'm prone to pneumonia.
yeah.
And then like nung January kasi, I was already having pneumonitis. That's like a baby pneumonia. And I get that
That
whenever
doesn't sound like a baby pneumonia, man.
I know, but okay, usually pneumonitis, it sounds cute,
Yeah,
but it's a
okay.
baby
Let's
pneumonia.
not laugh about it.
And I got that like thrice already the past few years.
Yeah, okay.
And then like, but this time around, parang iba, cause legit, dude. This time around when I cough, my head aches. I could not
Oh,
breathe, dude. Legit, it was crazy. And then it made me think, what if that was COVID already? But then I got treated
yeah,
as
the
like
paranoia na. There's
oh,
the whole paranoia with every sickness right now na baka
mm-mm. No,
you
pero
got
like
it.
during that time it was like fairly new. And then like, kasi I remember nung New Year's, that's
February.
when we all went to
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
February. It was really new. And kasi nung New Year's we went out to the mall. So we
Yeah.
went to Venice Canal, the one there in Taguig.
BGC.
And then like and then like I remember kasi that there was this child. Ang daming people, as in ang dami. Like, all the people brought their cousins and whatever. Everyone was there for some
Yeah.
reason. Sobrang daming tao. And there was this kid 10 feet away from me who was coughing like, and the whole time I was like, bro,
A
even throughout
kid?
the whole
Oh my
COVID,
god.
I know,
Medyo,
and
medyo
the thing is,
na-trigger ako sa kid na coughing with
di
the mouth.
ba?
Oh.
As in, dude, sobrang, ganun siya nag-cough kahit 10 feet away. And my boyfriend's a germaphobe, so he pulled me away. Even then, the
Yeah.
whole time I was just like,
I mean, you
oh
don't
God,
need
I
to be
was,
a germaphobe to be like, ew, that kid's
yeah,
disgusting as fuck.
yeah, diba? And like the whole time I was just like, what if that kid fucked me up? It was like a week after I got worse. I
Okay.
legit. So I was like,
Uh,
that kid fucking had COVID
uh,
and gave it to me or something.
sana he didn't, pero
And diba? I'm just like, bro, if you had
yeah.
closed your mouth, if you were a
Yeah.
decent human being, if you weren't disgusting, maybe I wouldn't have suffered as much as I did, bro. I mean, uh, I think the only thing that um was like, okay, it's like a bad bright side is that people aren't disgusting now. Everyone's actually washing their hands. People aren't coughing like, like the whole time.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
now it's
I appreciate that, like, many people have brought this to light na the only thing good about yung sa atin is the only thing is that we do wear mask, and then we actually up it up to the face
true.
shields,
Yeah, true.
because
And we follow it.
yeah, we follow it. We're not there aren't like the only Karen is like fucking, what's that, the guy who said Bobo, that attorney.
You Bobo. Ganun.
Yeah,
That's where he's putting that thing there, and I'm like, bro,
oh my god, he's like doing it for show. Like, what the fuck, for show?
malay mo. He's trying to distract the world from something happening
I
behind
like
the
how
scenes. Alam
we
mo
went
ganun.
conspiracy theory na.
Diba? I don't know, cause like they would do that. Sometimes like they would make drama so that the media's attention is away from whatever bullshit
Dude,
the government
that's
is
how I
doing.
felt with the
Like,
ostrich. With the ostrich
yeah, I
running.
think so too. Dude, I think
Yeah.
so. Because why the hell is there an ostrich in Quezon City?
But I also feel like the explanation behind the ostrich is like since zoos are closed down, they have to take care of the animals.
Uh-uh.
So like I don't know. But yeah, baka yung mga zookeeper, like the people who own the zoos, like got kept muna the animals for themselves.
Ah.
That's what I think. That's my kasi they don't want to disclose any information with with the owner or like they just
Oo.
said that it died. They didn't disclose anything else. So like
Yeah,
uh
I forgot. Did it really? No,
yeah, it
we won't
died
know.
though. It died
Ah,
due to stress. Pati siya
I
na
mean, if
stress,
people
man.
were taking what's all this shit, and then you're like, yeah, bro. Siguro na-stress siya kasi yung social pressures na, ay naku, hindi na ako makakapag ano, yung parang na-scandal siya sa ostrich
Yeah, yeah,
community.
yeah. He got ostracized.
Ostracized! But oh my god, Gray, you should please do that. Please continue the comments. Do ostracized. They're
Nah.
not so funny.
uh,
Ah!
it's funny because I'm thinking of like the ostrich got like social media famous and then like the stress. But R.I.P. ostrich.
Oh
He be our Harambe for 2020.
Harambe. Oh my god. Tapos after that, for some reason, there's always animals on the street.
No,
And
I
you
feel
can
like
buy
uh people are like flexing long that they have animals. They're like, hey guys, I got a crocodile here. Let's
ah,
bring it out and like take
hey
a
guys,
picture
we
of
got
it on the street.
caramels.
Guys, there's a peacock on my cage. Let's bring it out and take a picture. Let's pretend that it's loose. Parang
Oh
mga
my
ganun na
god.
siguro.
Oo.
Kasi it's way too and like, oh my god, so much animals popping out.
Oo. It's Jumanji, dude.
Yeah.
I wanna see someone like put an edit na yung Jumanji, ano.
I think they did
He did siya.
yung sa like there was a legit video of like the ostrich thing. The ostrich running like a guy was in the car and then recording it and saw like the ostrich running far away pa lang. And I was like, "Oh my god, Jumanji na dudes." And then like caught it in the perfect timing.
Shit, ang
And I
funny.
think it's more that was the best video kasi assuming the whole Jumanji scene, it was also in the car. So like, my the catching it in the street, mas accurate yun. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, that was
Bakit
good.
pag ostrich Jumanji?
I
Actually,
f-
I don't remember much of the first one with Robin Williams.
no,
Pero yung
let's
last
not talk
one.
about this. That shit's super sad.
Oo.
People think it's like a fun movie because of The Rock, but man, the Robin Williams was like very dark.
Oo, true,
It
true,
was like
true.
Zaturna level dark.
That's what I remember
Zaturna,
also.
Zaturna, what's the, fuck, that's the comic. Zaturna pala yun. The one where they went into space. I forgot that title. It's
I'm not sure.
it's like Jumanji
You
rin.
lost me
Basta,
though.
basta it's like that Jumanji type na nasa space naman sila and like they found out na the guy playing is him, like they met this astronaut who is actually the future self of one of the players, and then that was like so dark level type shit because like the guy was stranded, that astronaut was stranded into space for so long, and then
Wow.
he finally got to meet his younger self and like trying to convince yung younger self niya to like make the good choice and take care of your sister or else you'll be alone in space forever.
Ah, oh, kinilibutan na
Yeah, I
guys. What's
forgot.
going
I,
on?
I forgot the title, but it's someone will comment them below.
Oh my
uh,
god.
but yung isa naman yung sa Jumanji, yung kay Robin Williams, is
Mm.
that it he brought Jumanji into the real world, and like there were people who were actually getting attacked by the, and then like there were like the it was actually a sad movie, like kind
I
of
don't
serious.
remember it eh. Parang, See, I'll watch it again. Cause the last one I watched was the one with The Rock, which I didn't mind. Cause
Yeah, it was good. I like The Rock, the
yeah,
Jumanji. It's good.
right. Did you watch
Yeah.
the
The
last
second, the
one?
second, yeah.
The second
Yeah,
one,
it
it was
was,
so fun.
I like the idea of the body switching and like
Yeah.
these actors are like fucking talented that they were able to
Oh,
capture yung
Danny DeVito. Like, dude,
yeah
can you imagine them pitching it? Guys, imagine us. We're all just practically,
yeah
uh,
and to like the four character the main characters,
uh,
you're gonna be Danny DeVito, like what?
diba?
God,
Or
do you
like,
Danny
si
DeVito?
Aquafina. Dude, si Aquafina when she was
Ah,
being Danny DeVito.
dude,
So funny.
I love Aquafina. I've been
That's the
like
first movie I watched of Aquafina.
I've
Hindi
been
yung
like
Asian.
I've been like a big fan of Aquafina since like 2013, 2014. I think I drew
Oh.
her. There was a time I drew her when she was still like a rapper, because like
Uh-uh.
she had like this funny raps, and then yung mga raps din niya were like yung mga intellectual shit, and it's just
Oh.
indie as fuck. And then basta she was good, talented, and so forth. And then I found out na lang that she switched to like acting, hosting, and like was doing like so much stuff. And then she was in that movie, the Asian Crazy Rich Asians,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Ocean.
Ocean's 8. Dude, I watched
Yeah,
Ocean's 8. Alright.
yeah, like, and then you get to see how good she became as an actor. Like, oh,
Uh-uh.
nice, she cool,
Right?
she cool, and like seeing her like rise up from that, like, oh,
Mm-mm. Shucks, so good. My baby.
yeah. Si ano, kilala mo si Anderson Paak, yung musician? No, 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 no. Basta,
No.
anyway, he's like this black guy with a Korean heritage. Kasi he's like, I think his parents are Korean. And
But he's black?
yeah, he's black. I think, basta he has a, I don't know which side is, so let's say parents na lang. And there was a part wherein, like, he had a family photo with his wife, who
Mm-mm.
is Korean, and with his relatives who are still present. I with his family who were there, and it straight up looked like he was the black sheep because he was the only black person, and they were like full on Koreans. It was so adorable. And I was like, and also, but
Ano
yeah,
siya yung black?
the reason I brought him up was like, I he was also he was a rapper, and then he had like this whack ass stage name, which he ended up like dropping, and then like stayed with his real name. Tapos there's a part wherein he started producing music for like this movie, yung Straight Out of Compton na movie.
Oh,
He was one of the
yeah.
people who was the producers there, and then me when I heard that he was one of the producers, I was like, wow, he worked with like the biggest names na. But that
Yeah.
back then he was like no one, and now he's like really popular, and then he's like collabing with so much artists na, and I'm like, damn man, remember when he
Mm-mm.
was trying to do YouTube videos? Now he be in the big
Now he's
screen.
doing the legit thing,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah. Shucks.
Oh,
The
oh shit!
dream.
I just noticed na we've been talking for more than an hour na.
Oh my god. Actually, dude, this is fun. There should be a part 2.
Yeah,
Because we don't hang out. Like, we haven't, like, hang out properly at all.
yeah, man. I wanted to get those brush pens that you were like talking about, and like
Yeah.
uh
Actually, you know what? I
do
think I want to get new
you
ones. Because I tried one. And
yeah
it's like, are you there? You got choppy. Hello?
you got choppy rin.
And like, I wanted to get the new ones. Okay, so I wanted to get you new ones because like
The ones you
I
tried.
tried these one and I tried one. It was parang it was the hair was falling and I was just like, oh, it was so sad. I don't wanna give
uh,
this to Joseph. But I kinda wanna half and half give it just so you could see
I want to
how much
try it.
panic.
Kasi the only brush pen I use is, I like how we're extending the podcast.
Uh
I used to like the wait,
yeah,
so yeah, pilot.
pilot
I like I'm using my
mm-mm.
forehead as like the weight for you to see.
Yung ganon.
Yeah, yung ganon.
Hey guys, this is the thing I'm using.
Yeah,
It's
guys, look at the brush.
it's
Look.
look how pointy it is. Yeah, right.
Uh, damn. But yeah,
Kasi parang gumagana siya.
yung pilot is what I use. Eh.
That's
Pentel.
not,
Hindi, Pentel.
it's
Pentel pala.
really good.
Pentel. It's
Oh,
Pentel
pentel siya.
pocket brush pen.
Dude, I wanna get you something like this. Look at this. This is the one I was telling you, refillable siya. Look at it. Okay.
Nice. Is
Like
it
that,
like the
right?
food there? Or something else?
No, it's not. Like it's legit. It's like it's nameless. I don't know. I just found it, and then my boyfriend's tita got it for me for Christmas because she knows
Damn.
I like sniffing ink or something. I
I
can't
thought,
wait for
me,
Inktober.
me, I'm,
That line,
I'm like a hoe for brush pens. Eh. Like I would,
right? Same,
I got,
dude.
I got this. Actually, there's this weird brush pen. I think it's like a Kurotake brush pen that's not anymore being sold. That
Really?
I think it's like 6 or 9. But it has a ugly body. It's long eh. It's long eh. And
Really?
the cartridge, but it's a long brush, and the cartridge is like just at the tip part. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with the like? What's the point of the body? It's just long.
Baka they wanna be like the Chinese
Yeah,
calligraphy.
it's like this long brush. I think I kept it na eh. Pero yeah, it's like a dumb brush pen that I don't use kasi I don't really like it, but I bought it dahil I wanted to collect the brush pen. Like I'm like, ah man, I want to say that I had this brush
Yeah.
pen. Brush pens, man. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
I
That's
tried.
that's my stick.
Yeah,
Ako nga, I have like several, din na puro brush pen din. And I'm like, I should stop buying it. Oh, look, I don't have this one yet.
there was a year kasi when I started trying out tradition. That's how I discovered you eh. Kasi, yeah, I discovered you,
Discovered.
man. I'm the one who discovered you. No one
Yeah.
else.
The,
uh,
the Katy Perry to my Missy Elliott.
there's I was like shopping for brush pens, and then that's how I saw like you were doing shit for Korotake and Zig. I don't.
Right.
They're the same lang pala. they're,
That.
you're doing stuff for them, and that was also the time that they were like selling the twin long Korotake Zig, yung that weird tip na you don't really use, and the other one's like the felt tip na brush. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
those.
don't really use
Yeah,
it.
kasi it's like a
Yeah,
chisel tip eh. It's a chisel tip. Like, what the fuck's that?
I have that. I have that.
Yeah,
I have those.
I
Oh
use
my
those
god.
eh. I use those dati kasi it's cheap eh. It's like 100 lang eh. And then I was like, collecting a lot
Agree.
of brush pens kasi my art, the person I looked up to was Brian Lee O'Malley. He was like a brush pen user. And not only him, like there were like plenty of brush pen artists I was following. And I love the idea, the brush pen, kasi I'm like terrible in drawing, and uh, since I draw with a brush pen, it looks amazing.
Diba? Actually, I used to draw, yung pag when I ink, I used to draw strictly with, what do you call it?
Unipin.
Yung technical pen. Oo. Tapos I
Yeah.
had a friend who went na, you should try using a brush pen. Because what I would do is, I wanted
The
line
thick
weight.
lines. Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
yun.
line weight. Like, different line weights.
Man,
And ginagawa ko is yung one, tapos I just shade it darker lang na yun in the middle. And I'm, yeah, that looks good.
I drew. There was a time na I tested it out. I drew the same thing, one with the tech pen, one with a brush pen, and I would look at it. I'm like, God damn, you see all my flaws with the tech pen, kasi like
Oo, diba?
the line weight like you could see like biglang nagsisquiggly yung like I can't do proper strokes, so like you could see like the squiggle lines with the tech
The
pen.
moments when you're weak as an
Yeah,
artist.
the
Ah,
moments like you
shit.
made a mistake, and then when you
Wala.
see
I can't take it back.
it, yeah, when you see it with the brush pen, it looks like, oh man, you felt the pressure. You could see like the line, like the if you make like one thing squiggle, like you could either patong it ulit to make it look
Oo, true.
cool, or like even if you do squiggly, it looks dope.
It looks
Yeah,
artsy.
yeah,
For
and
sure.
then yun nga, the whole art brush pen thing, I was like in love with it because it made all my art look cool, and like, oh my god,
Right? Oh my god. I feel that.
like
Wait,
that's
wait, so I just
amazing.
wanted to show you din this one. Like, ito siya, tapos parang, parang siyang injection na parang you'd have to twist it.
Yeah.
Like, let me bring it back. This is how it brings back, like, like that. the ink, and then I
Ah,
would,
you can
yeah, and
make
then
the
I would
ink
push it.
grow inside and tamba, or what?
Yeah, like
Okay.
parang
Wow.
this is where you'd put the thing, the inkwell, tapos you
Oh.
just do that, and then suck it up like
Oh.
that. Yeah, that's how it refills, diba?
Fuck.
So I put
That
swimming ink in
sounds.
this.
Not gonna lie, that sounds hella sexy, man. That
Like,
brush
I know,
pen,
right?
I love
There's
it.
that.
I
It was a
want,
non-sexual turn on for me too.
man. And I got this, the brush, the pen, the brush pen. I was
Mm.
so in love with it because of the whole refilling part. I'm like, oh
Uh-uh.
my god, you can
Wait till you
refill it.
get this. You're gonna have a non-sexual hard on, I swear
And
to God.
then there are even times like yung mga Tombow brush pen, yung mga
Mm-mm.
actually
I haven't tried Tombow.
huh?
I haven't tried Tombow yet.
Uh, I'm so into brush pens. Like I have like different terms na for it, like the flexi
Ah,
tip, like the
yeah.
plastic, pero it's good. It emits the brush pen uh thickness kasi plastic lang
Uh-huh.
siya, and then there's like the felt tip wherein like pentel parang pentel pen marker lang siya na
Uh-uh.
they
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
pretend it's a brush pen. Felt tip,
yeah.
flexi tip, and then the natural na
Mm-mm.
brush. And then
Uh-huh.
yung Tombow is mostly flexi tips.
Mm-mm.
And I like yung sa Tombow kasi, not only Tombow, there's Zebra, there's other cheap brands na yung mga
Mm-mm.
disposable, yung mga tigwa
Mm-mm.
100 lang.
Mm-mm.
I love those kasi it's always consistent. Yung line, not yung
Mm-mm.
thickness pala, kind of consistent in a way na you could really make it very thick or it's not too wild. Like if
Mm-mm.
you want like a borderline fine a tech pen and a brush pen and yung gusto mo kunin yung mga
Mm.
flexi tips.
What,
Yeah.
what what do you mean by flexi tip? Like parang hindi ko ma-imagine. You say
Uh
it's plastic, so is it like plastic like synthetic
yeah,
brush that
synthetic
you
brush. Yeah, synthetic brush.
okay, 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 I got
Kasi
you.
there are brushes like yung sa pentel ito yung sa brush pen na to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's still synthetic pero it looks like a real brush.
I think I have it. Oh yeah, it is Pentel. I have the
Yeah.
same. Look,
Nah.
really?
I found out there was an orange version of this, and I
Meron?
wanted it. Yeah, there's an or
Nasaan?
I don't. I found it like there's this creator that was like sponsored siya by Jet Pens, yung US.
Oh my god, Jet Pen.
Yeah, yeah, man. I love Jet Pens. I would shout out to
Yeah.
Jet Pens. Please sponsor us.
Sponsor the video.
We would draw. I would do as much drawing
As
that
you
you
want.
want. Basta penge lang. Brush
Tingin lang,
pens.
Jet Pens. Yeah,
Yung
that's the stuff.
actually dati kong ano so yeah, let's go over minutes na lang. I'm good. Like talking about brush pens, man. I'm gonna give a
Okay.
there is a time na I sa brown shop laging bumibili. I think it was Craft Carrot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still there.
Yeah. Laging out of stock though.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Especially the brush pen.
Oh wow, yeah.
Uh, yeah, I love, there was a time I kept buying there, everything. And then, I bought like, I even bought the ink that I use over there. Kasi
Uh-huh.
there's this, ang tawag dun? Yung parang Black Star ink. Like, sila lang
Mm-mm.
yung had the Black Star ink. Eh, yung Black Star ink, it's waterproof and, hindi siya na ano ng alcohol din. I don't know. It's very good na ink that you can inject it to the pentel brush pen. So like that was the ink that was using because it's super black and it gave out very cool lines. Pero it kept getting out of stock and then it's so hard to find suppliers na the Philippines.
Uh-uh. Wala na ba now? Did you try checking Shopee?
Man, I can't see anything on Shopee or Lazada. Unless na they hide it with different names. It's called Doc Martens Black Star. And
Ah, yung Dr. PH
I
Martens.
don't
Yeah, yeah,
PH
yeah.
Martin. Doc Martin was a
Yeah, yeah,
shoe.
yeah, yeah. Doc Martens. That's right. I call it Doc Martens din.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's our Doc
gosh, I
Martin.
heard about that. Oh, 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 oh.
It's so good. It's so
We'd,
good.
we'd
I
have to find
there were times that in a craft carrot would be on conventions, And those were the moments that I would try to salvage one bottle, because like there are times that they don't have it, but when they do, it's always an event. I'm like, oh my god, they have a bottle, I want it.
Ito na.
It's
Ito
like
na.
it's like
Di na ako
500.
kain.
It's like 500, 600 for the bottle, and then you get like I well until now di ko pa ubos yung sa akin, and then I got like more than 25 refills or 30. And then it's still like almost halfway done. But there was this time na pumunta kami yung Malaysia.
Oo.
Anong tawag
Ay,
doon?
Comic Fiesta.
Yeah, there's a place na dinala kami ni Ben.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Art Friend ba?
Art
Art
friend.
Friend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Art Friend.
When we went there, I was so in love with the place. They have
Bro,
everything,
same.
man. They have
Right?
everything. What
Mm-hmm.
fucking ano ba yung sa atin Devier? Like
Oh,
that
they
the
weird.
Devier or whatever the fuck that's called, that had nothing on Art Friends,
Bro,
man.
same. When Ben brought me there, I was like, dude, it's like
Heaven,
Xavier
man.
times 10. Times 10, bro.
Yeah,
Sobra.
it's bigger than it's like
Oo.
a good national bookstore,
Yeah,
pero
it's like
without
national times
books.
10. Yeah, no books.
The books or whatever art whatever junk stationery stuff, they only had like the legit art stuff lang,
Yeah, exactly.
like
And actually, I
all the
ano,
like the Copics, like the
yeah, oo.
refillable
Right?
Copics.
Mm-mm.
You need
Ac-
easels, you need, what's that thing called?
and the models and
Yeah,
the styrofoam bodies. I was like, this
yeah,
is my first time seeing like, the donut styrofoam thing. It was so
yeah.
cool.
We were make
Ang
me
ganda.
me we were making fun nga then kasi there's even a hat styrofoam, and then like we were like,
Yeah, oo.
there's a pipe.
It's
We
so
were like,
fun.
smoking weed type shit, mga ganon.
Right, dude, so
Uh,
fun.
I was,
Actually, if ever we go back, kunwari, if I table with you guys also, sana in the future.
man, I
Like,
want to
there's
go
a,
back to Singapore. Also want to go back to Malaysia, man. I love the
diba?
place. I
And
miss the
then like,
people there.
oo. Wait, so, if ever we go back to, ano, to
Art,
stay,
Malaysia, yeah.
uh, I heard from a friend of mine there na na-meet ko nung Comic Fiesta the first time I went.
Yeah.
We became friends. Thus, I heard from him that Art Friend is actually a pricey art place. Like there are other art places you can go. And I was like, there's even cheaper art materials
Dude,
here.
bruh.
Dude, bro, sobrang was like,
I bought this on Malaysia kasi yung una ko was like overused na, so I had to buy another one on Malaysia. And the price is like, oh, I fucking less than 500 ito from Malaysia. When if you buy it here, the prices range like 800 to 1.5 depending
oh,
on the place where you bought it. And if you
yeah,
bought it on like Divior or mall type places, it's 1.5. And
dude, yeah.
buying it
Yes.
there is like super cheap.
Dude,
And then
legit, oh.
and if there's somewhere cheaper, then what the fuck, man? That's
I know, right? Dude, I was like,
amazing.
actually, like, Ben, apparently, the place kasi Ben brings us to is the mall. So,
Yeah,
talagang
kasi
it's
nung malapit
pricier.
lang eh.
Oo, yeah. Pero like, alam mo yun, like when I found out there's a cheaper art place, what I
What?
go.
Fuck.
Sige, I'll get him. Him to
Yeah.
bring us there.
Yeah,
I
that's
wait.
like my parents were like, "Oh, di ka pumunta ng Legoland?" I'm like, "Nah, man. I went to the Art Friends. I spent hours. I
No,
went
man, I went to a better place. Art
Yeah,
friend.
I actually like that's the first time like I actually browsed the whole store
I know, dude.
just finding for,
Grabe.
and then I try to withhold myself, like I won't touch anything. I'll just browse muna everything, and then if I find something I like, pero there were like times I was like grabbing so much stuff na I'm like, oh my god, I
Dude,
can't bring this
oo.
home.
Same. Like the whole like, meron din sa yung sa gold foiling and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
like a really fancy one. I'm just like, no, please,
man.
please, Lord.
I saw nga they had like they had so much
Mm-mm.
cool stuff, man.
But even like their bookstores, dude, yung mga art books nila, dude, wala dito.
Yeah.
Like have you did Ben show you the Japanese ones? Yung
Yeah,
Japanese
yung Como something. Huh?
ko. Yung
Basta,
yung books, yung
something with a
Hindi.
K. Something with a
Yeah.
K. The thing inside that,
Or,
ano yung Twin Towers na yun, di ba? Nasa loob na ng,
uh.
yeah.
Pero like, there's a
Patronus.
section.
I
Oh,
forgot.
Patron.
I forgot the
Like,
name. Basta that big ass place in Kuala
uh,
Lumpur.
yeah, the
There's
Twin
a,
Tower.
yeah, there's a shop there na puro yung bookstore nila. Man,
Uh.
that's like heaven.
Dude,
Kala
top
mo
tier food ka.
kala ko maliit lang siya. We got
Ako nga.
lost. We got lost, man. We had to be like, okay, if you guys are done, meet us here. Remember, here. And then we never met each other there anymore kasi we got lost. We were like, okay, nasa labas na lang ako. Doon na lang, sa
Kasi
labas.
us too. Which labas? Tapos tatlo yung exits eh. Which labas? What do you see? I can imagine Ben panicking. Oh no, I lost you. Oh my
Actually,
god.
Ben panicked kasi I was so into like looking at the uh not the manga, yung graphic novel section kasi yung manga nila there are some that aren't translated eh. There's some that
Uh-uh.
are translated, there are some that aren't, which is great. You have best of both worlds. The
Yeah.
raw and the translated, which is great. And then you
Yeah.
have like almost all the chapters. All the volumes of the
Oo.
so beautiful, man. And then
Phenomenal.
yung sa books pa lang, like may kasi I was at the graphic novel. I was like, oh shit, there's so much, they're so cheap. And then kasi here you buy something on fully book, it's like what $20 yung
Dude,
price.
oo. Oo.
Dun
Halos 1,000 almost.
dun it's reasonably almost like half or so. And
Yeah.
walang patong. So like, my god, man, fucking cheap. It's because they get it daw sa Japan talaga, I'm not sure. But yeah,
Uh,
so daming cheap shit na yung mga books na
oo,
dun.
dude. Their books are really affordable. Super. Kaya when Ben goes there, ang laki ng luggage niya.
Yeah, actually there's a ano nga yung pauwi na kami, nag-over overweight na yung
Nag-over siya.
nag-over yung
Oo.
ano niya, yung luggage niya. And what he had to do was
Oo.
he said, "Okay, yeah, hand carry ko na lang siya." So he was hand carrying like 10 pounds of books.
It's so dumb. Like, wait, that's kind of dumb. The part they're saying, "Hey, dude, it's overweight, so you gotta hand carry it." You're
No,
still
no.
bringing 10 pounds into the
No,
book.
no. Ben
Ay,
said
ba?
he was gonna hand carry it. Sabi nila ano bawa,
Yeah.
it's overweight so you have to get rid of stuff. Ben didn't want to get rid of stuff, so he said na, okay, I'll just hand carry it. And then the person's like, are
Yeah.
you sure you're gonna hand carry it? And Ben was like, yes. Pero nasa loob na ng terminal, he immediately placed it back inside.
Gago.
Kasi he already had the
Oh
hand
my
carry
god.
stroller eh. So like,
Uh-uh.
he was cheating the system.
No, no, pero like the whole thing itself, na parang if it's overweight, you can hand carry it. You're still bringing 10 pounds inside
Yeah.
the, diba?
I feel like
Into the airplane.
there's yung hand and like the hand carry luggage para magkaiba. Pero yeah, they won't,
Uh,
I don't know. Ben pasaway si Ben nun eh.
ang galing ni Ben is like, okay, they're not looking, stuffs it back in. They're not
Yeah.
gonna notice. Still bringing
Yeah.
10
No, that
pounds.
was when you're like waiting na for when you're at the sitting area wherein you have to like wait na for your flight. Pero like the process of immigration, everything he was holding like books. Imagine going to the immigration office, you like lapag muna, take books and like here's my passport.
Dude, oh my god. I think like after they saw him carrying the 10 pounds of books, they're like, shit, bro, we're good. No, we ain't
Yeah.
messing with you, bro. That's 10 pounds of books.
Go home. Go home
Go
now.
Dude, I think I remember then, like the first time I went to Malaysia by myself.
Yeah.
Parang I put my merch kasi in one bag. And then
Ooh.
like you can't sell pala when you, I mean, I didn't know during that time. You
Man,
can't sell when you're overseas. Diba? And then like what I was packing kasi were the buttons because those sold really well during
man.
that time. And then they saw that in the X-ray thing. They're like, "What is this?" And I was like, I was so tired. It was like 1 a.m., 3 a.m. I can't remember. I was so tired. I was like, "Oh, they're buttons that I'm gonna like give to my friends at the convention." And then he was just like holding it, just staring at me. What convention? Oh, it's an. It was the furry convention. I was like, oh, it's for like like an anime convention of sorts. Maybe you've heard of it. The whole time I was just like this, like really using all my cute
Damn.
powers. Like Like, please let
Damn.
me go. I'm so tired. And then he was just like for a good like 3 5 minutes. He was just like looking at the damn thing. He was just looking at it like this, like the buttons. Then looking at me, and the whole time I was just like, I'm
Smiling.
so tired. Yeah, I was just so tired, just smiling. And it's like, okay. And it was like a little after I realized maybe I shouldn't have said that I was selling them in a convention. I don't know why he just let me.
Me,
Sobrang
Ben told me not to say that we were going to the convention,
convention, yeah.
and this is one of the things that stressed me out during. It's my first time going out of overseas, and
Uh,
one of the things that was made me panic the most was immigration, and
uh,
the worst thing was that it was a woman who officer, and she asked me, so bakit 20 kilos yung bagahe mo and you're just gonna be staying there for 3 days. Ano nasa loob ng bag mo? And I'm like, books and clothes. And then they're like, yeah, but you're a guy. Why do you need so much?
oh my god! You should have told him that's sexist. Are you saying I can't bring a lot? He said,
And then
oh,
that
that's
was like,
sexist
that was the
yan.
part na like she was asking my job. And then I was like, oh my god, she might have thought na I was trying to move to Malaysia.
Ay, oo, actually, baka nga.
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh my god, man. And then when I went out of when I got through the immigration, I was like, oh fuck yeah,
Oh
heart
my god,
pounding.
that's so stressful.
And
Kaya
then,
siguro they didn't mind mine. Kasi babae ako. Wow.
saan
Sexist
ba yan?
ako.
Saan ba yan? Going or arriving?
Arriving pa lang.
Ah,
Stress out ako. I was like, huh? So what I did next time was, I mixed it up. I put some buttons in my shoes, some
I
buttons in
didn't,
my,
they didn't check my bag when I arrived na eh. Like, uh, when I arrived, but you just show your passport and shit.
yeah.
I just showed my
No,
passport, and they were like, okay, cool.
parang it goes through another X-ray. I can't remember now.
Ah,
It went through
talaga?
another X-ray. Oh, and then like he questioned like he saw the button. When you see the buttons, it's metal, diba? So it's like,
Ah,
so
yeah,
it looked suspicious. And
yeah.
I was like, they're buttons. I draw cute shit. And then I
I
told him
rem- that,
at one point. I was like, would you like one? Sabi mo na ako. I was like, no, no, it's okay.
that
And he's
happened
like,
to me during Cebu, kasi I had like
uh,
a purse that had coins, and then
uh,
they told me that I know when they saw it at the X-ray, they were first alarmed because it's like uh, a big, like a big bulk that pops up on their radar, and they're like, ano to, sir? And they were like, kind of like getting mad. Tapos ako naman, pera. And like, checks it, okay? Sir, wag nyo yun gawin ulit, ah. Kasi,
what the
because that was my
fuck?
hand carry. Like, I place money,
Uh,
and then they're like, don't do that. Kasi,
don't do
it's
that.
yeah kasi like if they if you have coins like that if they see it they're like, oh my god, this is it could be something, so like yeah.
How to panic them.
Yeah,
Put
but
a lot of coin.
yeah,
Oh
yung
my.
nag-Malaysia, arriving was like medyo ease already kasi um I just had to show my passport and shit. And I feel like it was also because like the line I was at had so many Chinese old ladies. Like they were like everybody was stressed. Like the immigrations officer was like stressed out na by
Oo.
these Chinese people. Kasi they were legit the most annoying.
Tourist talaga.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Yeah.
they first the immigration officer couldn't understand. So there's communication barriers already, and at the same time, uh, the Chinese tourists don't know where they'll be staying, nor they don't have much to show for. Like they don't like us. We go there. I printed out kasi the place where I'm staying, the hotel and shit,
Uh-uh.
to show them. They didn't have, and then like the immigration officer is like, so where will you be staying? And then since communication's already hard, the Chinese tourists can't answer properly, so like they're forced to go to the side and like call people. to be like, this is what he said, like that, and then they were like, oh, we have to print it pala, mga ganun. So it's so annoying, and then they have like so much fruit with them, like, I mean, typical old old ladies who have like a bag full of like oranges. That's how
Uh-uh.
they're basically, that's how majority of what I saw was. They all had
Wow.
like fruits with them, and then they're uh like always like slouching, and then they're squatting on and like waiting
Oh
lang
my god.
forever. So like it's mostly old lady, the old crowd. I'm like, okay, this is.
Grabe.
And so when they
And because
got,
I also relapsed with you, I think also on my end, ang dami ko kasing gamit. I was by myself.
yeah,
And I was
same.
bringing grids also. Kaya
Uh,
siguro it looked kind of suspicious. I don't know. That's why I
actually,
switched to acrylic, ano na. Acrylic
stands.
nails.
Me,
Yeah.
next time I won't bring as much stuff na lang.
Oo. True. I
uh,
think I'm gonna focus more on paper stuff.
yeah,
Para hindi siya
yeah,
mag-appear sa x-ray.
yeah,
Sobrang hassle, dude.
and I had stickers lang naman stickers, and I had grids
Mm.
as well, but uh, I should stop, like, kasi I didn't like the stress I was in, being interviewed by the
Um,
immigrations officer, and I'm like, oh my god, I
Oo,
can't, and also you
right?
can't say that I'm selling,
Oo, actually.
but
Pero especially now, mali, wait,
yeah,
ano,
ngayon yun, ngayon.
maybe,
Yun.
oo.
Last year
Last year,
yun.
oo nga pala, oo, I
Yeah,
forgot.
we had to cancel last year because uh they were like cracking down on like immigration,
Oo, that's true.
undocumented cosplayers actually. Mga
Oo,
cosplayers yung ano And since ayaw nila ma-risk yung mga exhibitors na rin, they're like no to
oo.
foreign exhibitors
That's so
unless you
sad.
have like a
A
local.
Malaysian
Yeah,
representative. Oo,
yeah,
actually.
we had that naman. We were also scared, so we were like, let's not risk it.
Oo. That's true.
Kasi we heard the stories of like cosplayers in jail. Like, what the fuck, man?
Like, what are you in jail for?
Man, I was cosplaying. I was
Nice.
on stage looking cute, and they got me. Ooh, that's sad.
Bro,
Ooh,
nawala ako for a sec. Ang sabi mo, also what?
I think I nawala rin yung
Back.
video ko. What the hell? My video is gone. I guess with this means like it's perfect way to end it. Oh wait, no, my
No, I see. I see a bit, yeah.
see
Wait, I
me?
wanted to show you one last tiny thing.
Wait,
Look at
I'm trying to fix
that I
my
found on
camera.
Shopee. Alright.
Ayaw gumana yung camera ko.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
about wait, let me okay. How about now?
No, it's my camera. It's my problem. It's my
Ah.
problem. Oh wait. Nah, I don't know what the problem is. Yeah. I guess this is my, yeah. Okay, I can go no camera. Show me na lang yung ano.
Ah, okay. It's a white brush pen.
Wait, what? Those things exist? Let me see.
Yeah.
Open it
It's
nga.
from Zigurtaren.
See that, man? That look.
You see
Paano yung ink niya? Does it like go on top of the black?
Yeah, it can. The thing is, diba most white inks, they are
Parang
pigment
gel.
based. Parang you have to shake it. You have
Yeah.
to shake it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the when you do the gold ink, you have to shake it kasi may ball sa loob na helps with the pigment.
Oh,
May
okay.
ganun siya dito, like if you hear it, that
Some cool,
sounded weird.
dope ASMR stuff, man.
That sounded sexual because I
Yeah.
was also doing this. It's like, no, I don't. No.
It's okay. It's a
No.
key. It's a key.
You say that.
But how much is it?
Oh my god, dude, I saw this lang in shop. Ben saw this in Japan and I was so stupid not to ask him to get me one. But
Actually,
I
I think he told me that he would get me one, and then we never met again. And I feel like it's either I forgot or he forgot. It makes sense.
yeah.
It's hard to
I
meet
think
each other na rin.
we were also supposed to meet up before COVID. Nangyari. Like
Yeah.
before the lockdown. Because we were like, maybe we should cancel it.
Yeah.
Ayun. Tapos, I saw this. This cost me 400 pesos.
I'm gonna find that, man. That looks
Dude,
dope.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. Pero,
It's
what happened was, I bought it. Tapos, I bought it alongside with this. Ayun, this. This is, the Zigurtake, like, wink naman, and it comes in clear, so it just has sparkles in it. So
What
I
does
could
it do?
it's
Cle-
just clear and it's just sparkly. Look at, I don't know if you can tell.
it's clear ink.
Yeah, it's clear ink and it just has
Hindi ba
glitter on it.
hindi ba siya yung parang smudger or no?
No, no,
No.
it's just clear and it has glitter or something.
I
Basta
remember.
is there sparkly thing and then like
Damn.
yeah, I bought it on in the same shop as this. I bought this for like
Damn.
almost like 300. Pero when I went to I finally found the Zigor Atake official Shopee shop. You saw that right on Twitter. I saw it for almost like 180 lang or like 200 pesos lang. And I bought this for almost 300 and I'm like,
Doon ka lang sa
but
official, no?
oh, but ito wala pa here.
Ah, okay. That's cool. I'm
Right?
check that out, man. I like the I've been finding for a good white ink pen kasi that's
Same.
soup. I hate the gel pen white ink. It's so
Oo.
stupid.
Oh, it comes out.
It
It
looks
sometimes it
dope.
comes out transparent.
Yeah, it looks dope sa picture lang or when you get it scanned. Pero when you look at it, it's like, oh my god, that's not actually white. It's just like smudges
It's like
or like transparent or like you can still see the ink behind it.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I bought so many of those then. Or like what else? Na white ink did I buy? Na? Parang this is so sad. But this one's not bad. But
That
you have to shake it.
that's well,
I'll shake it like this from now on. I don't like shaking it the other way.
that's okay. Still mukhang ayaw pa rin ng video ko.
Gumana, sorry.
Yeah. I don't
Sige.
know what happened din. Baka sa side ko na rin. Anyway,
Mhm.
it's already almost we're over 1 hour na eh. 140 minutes na to eh.
You extended it. Director's cut. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we actually talked. We never actually talked, so this is the
Yeah.
first time. So like,
The first time we talked.
yeah, it
Next
makes
time
sense.
naman.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
bye-bye.
Yeah,
Should have a part 2.
I enjoy this podcast for the sake of talking to people.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's
Actually,
do it again sometime soon.
yung last guest ko nga, we talked like 3 to 4. Then we ended it. And then we started talking with it from like 4 to 6 na. And like, oh my god, we spent way too much time talking. Kasi
Oh.
we were able not to say stuff that, we can't say na hindi kailangan i-record. Yung mga ganun.
True, true,
More
true.
drama, more tea. Yung mga ganun.
Ah,
Anyway, you
Like
can't see me, but I'm waving goodbye. Thank you so much for being a guest, Patmai. You can follow her at. I only place your Twitter kasi I can only put one at.
no worries.
Yeah, you need more
Follow
followers.
me in Facebook and Art of
Yeah.
Patmai. Instagram is
Yeah.
_Patmai then _.
Yeah, it's
Lumabas
on
siya sa
this.
Discord.
Yeah, italic. It's
Nain
it's,
ko
it's I'll put it in the description. Yeah, and this would be on. Yeah. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you for liking, following, subscribing. I don't know, whatever you do. Yeah, we'll do this more often, as much as possible.
Yes, please.
And yeah, thank you, Patmai. Hope you have a good evening.
You're welcome.
Wait,
I enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed too.
yeah, yeah. Wait. Okay, bye.